Concepcion National High School is one of the 7 high schools in Hilongos. It has a land area of 10,000 square meter, which is located 7 kilometers from the town proper. The school caters the high school age population of Barangay Concepcion, Barangay Tambis, Barangay Paa, Barangay Imelda, Barangay Santo Niño, Barangay Tagnate, Barangay Marangog, Barangay Bagumbayan, Barangay Tejero, and Barangay Liberty. The Concepcion National High School bestows magnanimous respect and gratitude for its existence in Barangay Concepcion. The people of Barangay Concepcion on one side have always open arms to work together in various activities and undertakings of the school. And on the other side, the important contributions that CNHS is extending to this progressing barangay is a citizenry with proper education and training.
Christmas, I'll give you my heart.
Formerly, the school was named Concepcion Barrio High School and was realized through Dr. Pedro Orata, the Secretary of Education, who disseminated memoranda to schools division superintendent for secondary schools to the Philippines for the opening of a Barrio High School so long as they comply with the requirements of the Barrio High School Law of 1960. The organization of Concepcion Barrio High School was made possible through the joint untiring efforts of Mr. Gregorio Basalo, the principal of Baybay High School, Mr. Jose Rioma, the principal of Concepcion Elementary School, Mr. Patricio Pilpil, teacher of Concepcion Elementary School, parents, teachers association or PTA, and barangay officials. Concepcion Barrio High School, an annex of Baybay High School, was formally opened in July 1966. There were enough students for a first year as a result of their extensive campaigns. Since there was no classroom to accommodate the students, they temporarily utilized the elementary school stage and was later transferred to a classroom. The school was headed by a designated assistant principal, Mr. Jose Rioma, who was also handling history and mathematics subjects, Mr. Ernesto Tantuan for practical arts, and Mr. Patricio Pilpil for physical education and music. These brilliant teachers rendered voluntary services without any concern for remuneration. Their illustrious endeavor will always be a part of the school's chronicle. Due to localization, a teacher from Baybay High School, Mrs. Perfecta B. Guatno, was transferred as a regular teacher whose source of salary was 50% from the mother school and 40 pesos from each student's tuition fee. On the other hand, the exaltation of the barrio populace was short-lived. Desolately, the following year, the school was closed due to insufficient funds to shoulder the salary of the regular teachers. Since the parents and the teachers as well as the neighboring barangays felt the necessity of a secondary school nearby, they collaborated together for their attainment of their vision. After 3 long years of enduring, through the initiative and sacrifices of Mr. Jose Rioma, Mr. Patricio Pilpil, and Mr. Laurentino Nerves, together with Concepcion barangay officials, the Barrio High School was reopened in the school year 1970 to 1971. Classrooms were set aside by the elementary school to accommodate 2 classes of the secondary students, 1 first-year class and 1 secondary class. The teachers who rendered voluntary services were given allowances, 80 pesos tuition fee from the students. In the late 1970s, the Barrio High School was already receiving subsidies from the government. When Mr. Jose Reyama was transferred to another school, Mr. Patricio Pilpil became the designated officer in charge. In a later, Mr. Bonifacio B. Suarez was officially appointed as assistant school principal from 1971 to 1979. And during his administration, the first commencement exercises was conducted last March 1973. Since then, the school maintained complete classes from first year to fourth year. During the school year 1979 to 1980, the students' population has reached to 262 with 7 teachers and was administered by Mrs. Teresa If Ong, who was the designated assistant principal.
After the strong typhoon Bising hit the province in 1982, which devastated the crops, grown animals and houses, the student population dropped.
Fortunately, in 1984, the enrollment was back to normal, since the nearby communities were able to overcome the hardships brought by the disastrous typhoon. The school still has 7 teachers, with Mr. Carlos Suarez as the assistant principal. After his death, Mr. Pilpil was again designated as OIC for 2 years before Miss Martina Tantuan was assigned as assistant principal in school year 1986 to 1987.
In 1988, there were already 8 teachers, and the Leyte Division Office designated Miss Erenia M. Federe as the teacher in charge, with the support of Miss Remedios B. Esplanada, the school principal of Concepcion Elementary School.
In 1990, Concepcion Barangay High School was nationalized and was renamed into Concepcion National High School by Executive Order 189. Mr. Dionisio M. Suarez was appointed as teacher in charge with direct supervision from the division office. It was then that the 4 2-classroom buildings sprang to accommodate 8 classes. In 1992, there were already 8 classes with 10 teachers. Of all the teachers who were appointed as school head at the reopening of the school, only Mr. Dionisio Suarez stayed put at his post to receive the rewards of their sacrifices during their early days in this institution. The SEDIP building, which was so-called Carino Building, named after Education Secretary Carino, was granted in 1993 with complete facilities, with spacious science laboratory, home economics room, spacious library, office, and comfort rooms. Mr. Dionisio M. Suarez was then transferred to another school. So in 2004, Mr. Zosimo R. Cabugos became the school head. During his administration, The school continues to flourish with the construction of permanent concrete perimeter fence and construction of industrial arts building and another 1-3 classroom building. For its 10 long years of management, the school has contributed much to the implementation of standard education and the upliftment of the youth's moral values. In 2014, the school has again a new school head, Mr. Remigio C. Pastorel. Though he only has less than a year of stay in the institution, he generated numerous undertakings, one of which is the construction of the 3-story, 9-classroom senior high school building. Due to the reshuffling of the school assignments, Mrs. Armelita B. Polistico was assigned as the school head in 2015. In her supervision, the senior high school was opened, which offers academic track with accountancy, business, and management, or the ABM strand. The first senior high school graduation was in April 2018.
Maya Anthony from Imelda, Hilongos, Leyte. His ambition to become a lawyer. Soon to be attorney Anthony Mayao.
This school year, the school has 22 junior high school teachers with 448 junior high school students and 7 senior high school teachers with 117 senior high school students and 3 non-teaching personnels. Another reshuffling of school assignments happened in the later part of the school year 2018 to 2019. It caused Mrs. Armelita B. Polistico to transfer to Buli National High School, while Mrs. Margarita V. Tapayan from Santa Margarita National High School took her post. As of this date, the school has 31 teachers and 3 non-teaching personnels with 686 students.
CNHS 99.9 LRT FM Radio Edukasyon Eskwela Tabay. Giving you the holistic approach, this includes
Establishing wisdom,
empowering intelligence,
stabilizing emotions,
and uplifting physical awareness.
CNHS 99.9 LRT FM Radio Edukasyon, helping you grow. Eskwela Tabay.
Yung answer nasa box lang po. That is the so-called word full. If you add those different terms.
Sakit kaayo pa ng buong DJ. Daghan kaayong mga kagabhion.
Kanang thank you kaajo sa radio station sa CNHS 99.9 LRT FM